Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now May 28th of 2020, and ever since the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, a lot of fans around the world have been very intrigued about the future of the Star Wars franchise by Disney and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zeroh. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, in case you guys have not been in the loop with Star Wars, we do know that Disney and Lucasfilm have over 10 years worth of Star Wars projects in the works. That, of course, is for Disney Plus alone. That is a mixture of animated TV series, live-action TV shows in the works in the mix, apart from the new Star Wars trilogy. And that's one good thing about Disney Plus, is that it's really going to be a platform for a library's worth of Star Wars projects to be worked on that's going to focus more so away from Kathleen Kennedy's take on Star Wars. Now, the thing to me that's really exciting about this as well is the fact that Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, and George Lucas will have a big say in the matter on creative choices for these new Star Wars TV shows on Disney+. However, one in particular that a lot of fans are against and really up in arms over is the Leslye Headland Star Wars TV series for Disney+. That's going to be an all-female-led Star Wars TV show with tons of identity politics, real-world issues, and of course personal agendas that's going to be addressed in this new series and really will be over the actual story, which I think is going to be a big recipe for disaster, and if you guys gotta ask me and really want my 2 cents on that. Now, apart from all of this, what's really intriguing has all to do with, of course, the future of Star Wars, and one series, of course, that a lot of fans are against is that one. With both Disney and Lucasfilm now finished with The Rise of Skywalker, they are focused on the new Star Wars trilogy of films, as well as the new Star Wars universe. It's explained that both Bob Iger and Bob Chapek are currently developing multiple plans in order to create a better and brighter future for the Star Wars franchise. One of the main projects that they are working on is the new Star Wars trilogy. However, one project that many fans are up in arms over is the Leslye Headland Star Wars TV series that is currently in the works and that Leslye is getting ready to write the series this June. Now, Kathleen Kennedy currently has full creative control over the new Star Wars TV series, where it's explained that Leslye Headland and Brie Larson have been in the talks with each other that has, of course, Leslye Headland, and how she wants to rewrite the philosophy of the Jedi in the Star Wars franchise. Brie Larson is described to be 100% on board with this idea, and also wants to end the philosophy of the Jedi and the Sith by George Lucas, as well as certain aspects of Star Wars history in the new Star Wars TV series. Now, Brie Larson is said to be in the talks with Headland to portray a Jedi in a brand new timeline of the Star Wars franchise that the fans have never seen before in Star Wars history. This plan by Headland is to essentially start her series from the ground up and to make it as original as possible moving forward. Brie Larson is said to have also met up with creator Kathleen Kennedy, who is of course the president of all things Star Wars for the new Star Wars TV series, in order to understand the direction of the new series. Brie is described to have a certain acting style that will be applied to the new series that will be following by, of course, the other actors as a part of this project that they aim to release sometime in 2022 or 23 on Disney+. Brie Larson is described to agree, of course, with Leslye Headland to end George Lucas's vision with the Star Wars franchise in order for her as an actress to focus on herself and not the Star Wars lore. Now, it's noted that Leslye Headland is going to allow Brie Larson to improvise her own lines of dialogue for the series in order for Brie to do something unique for the new Star Wars fans that will be introduced to this new take on Star Wars that Leslye and Kennedy are hard at work on developing as we speak. Now, the plan by Headland is to also create a series that will focus away from certain aspects of Star Wars history throughout the entire galaxy, where Brie Larson is explained to be involved also with the pre-production process of the series by Leslye Headland, since Brie will be improvising her own lines of dialogue and giving Headland many ideas for some of the core story elements of the Star Wars franchise. Now, this plan by Kennedy to the fans is seen as a terrible mistake, and that the Star Wars community and even Disney CEO Bob Chapek is against all of it. So one thing I really want to address here is the fact that Brie Larson is going to actually have the power to improvise her own lines of dialogue, and is 100% on board with essentially restarting aspects of the philosophy that George Lucas created. And to me, I think that's really offensive as a Star Wars fan, and to creator George Lucas himself. I mean, that really is a big deal. Now, this series, of course, a lot of fans don't want to see it make the light of day. That's pretty much a given fact. Most Star Wars fans don't want to see this project because of one thing only, They're focusing on identity politics, real-world issues, and personal agendas over a proper story. And that, to me, I think is a recipe for disaster. If you want, me to tell you the truth, that really is going to be a train wreck on Disney+, and it may very well actually lead to some subscription losses for those who are very loyal to Disney Plus already that are Star Wars fans. They're already off to a great start, and thankfully this is the only project that Kathleen Kennedy has creative control over, so that's one thing to actually be happy about, is that no other project Kathleen Kennedy has creative control over. So with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. No hiding. From night to moon, we hear them moans again. No